My name is Manny, and I've been an Android user for my whole life. I have never used an iPhone. I just have never really spent more than like 10 seconds on someone's iPhone. Right now I have the Samsung Galaxy S7, and I've had that for about 2 years. You know, it's just kind of one of those cases where I've only ever had Android, so I'm not even sure off the top of my head what I specifically like about it. One of my favorite things is the ability to add a widget to your home screen. So I like to have my Gmail widget at the top, and I can kind of scroll through without actually opening the app. It's just like a really nice quick access thing. Well, I'm switching to an iPhone because I genuinely think my life will be a little bit more seamless. 100% I felt iPhone peer pressure. I've been berated for at least 4 years to get an iPhone by my friends. I don't like to look at it as me giving in, but that's kind of what happened. So it's been about a week since I've been using the iPhone XS. It's just really different than the Android, and to be fair, I'm grading it against my Samsung Galaxy S7, which was about 2 years old. The unboxing experience was kind of exciting because it was my first iPhone. So when I unboxed the new iPhone, I assumed there'd be that dongle so that I could plug in my old headphones. I have pretty expensive earbuds. They were $120, and it really sucks to not be able to use them on an iPhone. I ended up not buying a dongle. Like, I don't want to spend more money. I already have my expensive headphones. I thought I would miss the fingerprint sensor on Android, but Face ID is really seamless too. The camera is great, and now I find myself taking photos that I don't even post anymore. Like, I just like taking photos on this new camera. So when I had my Android phone, it felt like you were getting notifications, like just the necessary ones, like the ones you actually needed to know. On iPhone, it feels a little messy. It feels like they're giving me every single notification that they could possibly find. The learning curve with the software has been a process for me because on Android phones, there's a back button. I found that with iPhone, on iOS, the back button is built into the app, so it's like kind of at the top left. So I still find myself reaching to the bottom left of the phone to go back to the previous screen. The swiping gestures are completely different than Android. That is the hardest thing I'm getting used to. One thing I miss from Android is that email widget. Like, I really use that a lot. One of the most annoying things about iPhone is that to connect to Wi-Fi, I have to go all the way into the settings. It's like at least 4 or 5 button presses before I get to where I can connect to Wi-Fi. On Android, you can do that so easily. You just swipe from the top and then you hit the little Wi-Fi signal. But outside of that, I'm kind of happy I made the switch. I think everything I don't like about the iPhone is a matter of me just not being used to it yet. So now it's been about 2 weeks since I got the iPhone XS, and I'm liking it more and more as I use it. For the most part, I can do anything I need to pretty quickly. I did end up downloading the Google keyboard to use it, but it's annoying because I have to change it to the Google keyboard every time. It's almost like Apple does not want me to use the Google keyboard, but I'm still gonna keep doing it because I love the swipe feature. I would think it would last longer than my older phones did. I don't know, I guess we'll just have to wait until a new iPhone comes out to see how long this one lasts. After 2 weeks of using the iPhone, I feel like my life is a little bit easier. Things are more seamless than the Android, but my experience hasn't been that where I'm like sold on iPhone for the rest of my life. I could very well go back to Android, depending on what kind of phones they come out with. But before that, I did have a Windows phone for about 2 years.